Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in my previous update, you all know that the Luthra family asked Preeta to get married to Rishab after Karan died, and Preeta begins to cry bitterly. So let's continue from there. Let's see if Preeta would actually agree to get married to Rishab and if Rishab would also agree. Keep watching. Mahesh, Karina and Grandma were trying to make Rishab see the reason why he should marry Preeta and give a fatherly love to Preeta and Karan's unborn baby. After a lot of persuasion, Rishab is left with no option, and he also realized that Karan and Preeta's unborn baby needs him, so he finally agreed to marry Preeta. On the other hand, Raki and Daljit were also trying to make Preeta realize that marrying Rishab is important for our unborn child. Shriti leaves Rishab's room and goes to Preeta's room, and she tries to console Preeta, but Preeta asks everyone to leave her alone for at least a day to reminisce on Karan and his death. Preeta remembered the last video that Karan made, saying that everyone must always remember him with a smile on their faces whenever he is no more with them, and that way, his soul would rest in peace. Shriti, standing at the door, cries and says that why do good people have to face troubles, and why did God separate Karan and Preeta who love each other so much? Shriti comes to Preeta and they couldn't stop crying. Preeta tells everyone that they should allow her to cry today because starting from tomorrow, she will not cry again because Karan has said that they should always remember him with a smile, and Preeta said that she agreed to marry Rishab. Everyone hugs one another because Preeta and Rishab has agreed to get married. At the market, Sherlyn buys some groceries and demands for discount from the seller. The grocery seller refused to give Sherlyn any discount, and Sherlyn begins to argue with the man, saying that she has a lot of servants in her house. The man and the other sellers at the market begins to laugh at Sherlyn, saying that she doesn't even look like a rich woman, so how would she have a lot of servants in her house? Girish comes to the market too. Sherlyn turns around and walks towards Girish after seeing him there, and Sherlyn coincidentally overhears Girish talking about Preeta and Rishab's marriage preparations. Sherlyn was shocked and jealous that Rishab is getting married to Preeta. Preeta is standing in the room remembering all the moments she spent with Karan and how they promised each other that they would be together till they get old. Raki comes there with a wedding dress for Preeta. Raki puts the dress on the bed and sees Karan and Preeta's photo. Raki goes to Preeta and asks her to stop thinking because her heart injury will be healed soon. Preeta says that she doesn't want to forget Karan's memory and she will lock it in her heart forever. Raki hugs Preeta and says that she and Rishab's wedding rituals will be complete tonight, and Raki thanks Preeta for accepting to marry Rishab. In Prithvi's house, Sherlyn rushes to the room and sees Prithvi sleeping. Sherlyn angrily pours water on Prithvi, and Prithvi suddenly wakes up asking that why did Sherlyn do that. Sherlyn says that Prithvi is very useless because she warned him not to go to the Luthra house, but he refused to listen to her. Sherlyn says that the Luthras are now going to get Rishab and Preeta married tonight. Prithvi says that the Luthras can never do that. Sherlyn says that she heard Girish talking to someone on the phone in the market, saying that Rishab and Preeta are getting married tonight. Prithvi says that the Luthras are very stupid because they still want to get Preeta married to Rishab after he told them that Preeta is pregnant with his baby. Sherlyn says that the Luthras are not foolish like Prithvi and they already knows that Prithvi was lying. Prithvi asks Sherlyn if she is mad and is there any plan. Sherlyn says that if she had any plan, then she wouldn't have come to meet Prithvi. Prithvi then asks Sherlyn to go to the Luthra house and check what is going on there. Sherlyn says that she cannot go alone and Prithvi would have to go with her. Sherlyn leaves the room and Prithvi warns Sherlyn never to pour water on him while he is sleeping again, else he would also throw Sherlyn inside the water tank. At the Luthra house, Rishab and Preeta's marriage preparations begins. Prithvi and Sherlyn get there and Prithvi peeps inside the house through the door. Prithvi tells Sherlyn that he doesn't think that this is a wedding because there are no guests. Sherlyn says that Prithvi should look more carefully and maybe the guests are on their way. Raki asks Daljit if they should bring Preeta, but Daljit replied that Preeta is still getting ready, and Mahesh says that Rishab is also still getting ready. In the room, Preeta is looking at Karan's picture and she remembered how she loved him so much. Rishab is also sitting in his room holding the photo of him and Karan, and he remembered their moment together. He then gets up to go downstairs for the wedding rituals. Preeta talks to Karan's picture and asks that why did he leave her and their unborn child forever. Rishab gets emotional as he keeps listening to Preeta. Preeta cried and tells Karan's picture that she will stop crying now because she knows that she will see Karan again, and when that day comes, then she would get angry with Karan for leaving her and their unborn baby alone. Rishab walks up to Preeta and tells her that he is not intending to marry Preeta to be a life partner. He explains that his motive of marrying Preeta is to look after her and her unborn child for the sake of his dead brother Karan. Rishab gives Preeta an handkerchief to wipe her tears and he leaves the room. In Prithvi's house, Prithvi is drinking and he recalls the day that he was thrown out of the Luthra house. Shailene comes there and Prithvi asks if Shailene still wants to be Rishab's wife again. Shailene says that it is not possible because Rishab himself brought the divorce paper to her, though she refused to sign them at first, but Rishab threatened her so badly and she signed the divorce papers, so she is no more Rishab's wife. Prithvi says that if Shailene still wants, then he can get Shailene married to Rishab again. Shailene says that she definitely would like to get married to Rishab again because she is tired of this life and she wants to live a luxurious life again. Prithvi says that everything would happen according to his plans, and Shailene asks that what is the plan, but Prithvi says that Shailene should wait and watch because his plans would destroy the Luthra family completely. Okay, now let's see what Prithvi and Shailene are up to this time. That will be in the next update. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I will see you all again in my next update. Bye guys.